morning. Hello there. Another day. So what you been up to, Flutter? Been dashing around?
Are you here to pick your item? Where did I store it? There are lots of things that can be bought with money, but wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
Send all this up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put an ore worker on. You. Alright. Let's switch over here for just a second. We're going to attempt this. We're going to make a few just to empty out some of the weight here, because these things weigh a ton, and I don't really want them taking up all this space when I'm buying all these materials. So let's get rid of some of this crap. Plus, while we have the buff, I'd rather try to get the most out of it, you know?
When the work is finished, I will have
So,
Heidi's food is really delicious.
let's,
Wonderful. Some people say that my name is really pretty. Do you agree?
let's do a full run and see what we can convert up to. All right. All right. One full inventory of +1s, and then we'll try to convert all of these up. Discord didn't even show you're streaming? Weird. Also, the SMP's sign up is live, Zeph, so check out the stuff in the Minecraft thing. It's finally going to be happening soon. I need to get Kari back in the Discord as well. I don't know if she didn't join when I gave her the link last time, or if she chose not to join, or what's up with that. So on the full thing, if you read it, it basically is telling you what kind of is what's going to be going on. Then it shows you when you open up the launcher where to get the whitelist name from, and which name we need, so that we can get your whitelist name. And then basically just chill and wait. We'll be making another announcement soon, which will give more information on what the plan's gonna end up being. Because we still got some stuff we're working out and trying to set up. Like right now, we're trying to get the world ready. And a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. So we're going to be getting a whitelist. That's fine. It just shows where it's available and how to get a hold of it. I think I just blew a +1 up that didn't get pulled out. Did I get the skin? Which skin? Oh, the Nikkei skin? I'm not sure if I'm gonna get crown skin. I'm not sure. Basically, I just spent crown skin on the server. So, we'll see. Darn, 2 hard pities in a row. I mean, you did it on Rupee without even thinking once for a unit that's actually garbage. So for a unit that's actually pretty good, I'm kind of shocked. And you can't look at it as just the skin. You need to look at all the tickets and stuff, because if you're going to the... if you actually look at what you're getting a tier 9 manufacturer piece, you're getting 20 tickets, you're getting some other stuff that helps it. She takes all the... I mean, I get it. I mean, it's like Bay. I'm about 90% sure if they gave Bay a gotcha skin, you'd buy it 5 times over just to say you did it. So I do not doubt you. One bit. Oh, we need some more clothes. Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pull out all of the ones. Whoops. I don't want the 2s yet. Time to swap Tenebri out. Nice. Mana culture. Alright. Now it's time to convert these ones. Yeah, nobody's gonna know who she is, unfortunately. Only Nikkei players would. But that's all that matters in the end. Not even at car shows? Wow. That's nuts. Oh, I mean, well, it's Android 18, though. I mean, you're talking about a much, much, much more popular IP. 18 doesn't look good on red. I mean, that's fair. Thank you. I enjoy when a few of these actually go early. Alright, here's the Agris Petty. Alright, I think this is the last one we can do for now. Alright. we'll stop on that. Bad run of 40s there. Alright, we don't have enough to get the pity. We only have 2 left, so we're going to leave those, and we'll have to go back and make more. But let's see if we can get it. I don't believe in a one-tap, but let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens. Nope. Alright. Nope. And... Nope. Alright. We're gonna end up probably hitting the pity on this thing. Or 12 into it.
When the work is finished, I will have supper at Luancy's Inn. Heidi's food is really delicious and comes plentiful.
Alright. We're gonna zero out. These to ones, we're going to work up whatever we get and attempt one last time. But we got to be able to make some 4s to be able to attempt it, so it's up to this stacks to do that. Alright, yes. Base... One more. One more round. That's painful when we do that on these. Alright, we get Agris. Your reply in the Creators tab made me chuckle a bit, so thanks for making my day a bit better. Hey, you're welcome. Happy to be of entertainment. But unfortunately, I think we're dealing with a bunch of dumbasses in there who don't understand how corporate graphic design works. Trust me, I learned. Oh no, I intended both of that. Yeah. Literally, I will be 100% real. There is no point in anyone being in that program, and I will point blank tell anybody if anybody ever asks me should they join the Nikkei Content Creator Program, I'll tell you no. You are better off without it. What perk do you get for being in it? None. Oh, but you get gems. Sure, 6 months later. Oh, dude, it's garbage. Poorly run. I've seen startup basic companies run better than that. I mean, that's really all it's there for at that point. Alright, Alright, we still got plenty. None. You only get maybe 600 a, payout thing. Depending on how your video ranks determines on how you get, and even if you're in the top ranked video, you only get like 1,200. Yeah, it's garbage. You don't actually get paid to be in it, really, which is great. It's an incentive for you to not do it for the Sky Stones or gems or whatever currency your game you're playing under. Mods get more than that, which is freaking hilarious. I mean, that's fair. On my end, if I don't produce a video for this, I get kicked out of the program, which I've honestly debated. Yeah. I agree. Talking about E7, they're banning anyone who is using Fribbles now? Really? So just don't actively use Fribbles on stream? Yeah, that's pretty easy. I mean, for me, like, I just got the first payout since I started the program. And it came in like another reward, which is why I thought it went under the radar. I was like, what is this garbage? Oh, I only got 1,200 for 3 different programs. Yeah. I was a part of 3 programs before I ever actually got the first one. But it ended up being all 3 bundled together. Yeah, I joined in October. Yeah, it's garbage. Like I said, I don't do it for the stuff there. Could care less.
Do you agree?
Alright, there's some ones. Alright, get the 2s out. Whatever we got, we got. Yeah, don't do it. Don't go to Star Rail. Save your sanity. Don't do it, man. That's probably why people want you to go over to it. If I can get a good run of 2s out of these, we might be good. Funny story, my contract states, black and white, that a new contract has to be drafted to me formally to renew. They still haven't made a new one. Pointed it out and haven't for months. Yeah, I remember that they said, and it also said it was supposed to be every 6 months. Your contract was every 6 months. I have definitely been in there longer than 6 months. So it's like, they don't care. Honestly, I've almost been tempted to send it to a lawyer and be like, is this thing actually legit? I don't think they realize what it means either. Which is why I wanted to get a real lawyer's opinion on it, because I think it's actually an invalid contract, which means we could do whatever we want. And it just, all we do is we get kicked out of the Discord. Okay. Okay. A Discord that does nothing for us. Okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, that's honestly what I would end up starting to do. Be careful with what I do share, because, I mean, obviously there's certain things that, if it doesn't look complete, but if it's pretty obvious, like, what's coming next, like, Feet Girl, the robot chick, she's the next unit you're going to be pulling for. As far as I remember, the onboarding contract is not protected by it since they gave it to me before the NDA. That's fair. I mean, yeah, because as far as the NDA is concerned, I'm pretty sure that's good. Because I've signed enough of them to know that part was right. But at least more robust than your average VTuber agency contract. Yeah. Flutter, you have to realize, just like me, Zeph is lost the second it says MiHoYo. It means Genshin game, which means garbage. To 90% of us. As soon as we see MiHoYo, we back out. Because what does that mean? Not only are you going to have a gacha for a character, you're going to have a gacha for a weapon. I love hitting one taps. That just feels so good. The sad thing is, not even like a dopamine hit. It's just like, ugh, here we go. Finally, one that doesn't just kaboom on me. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can do one more full pity. And then I have to stop. No, you don't, but things suck if it doesn't. All right. Let's go slam. Let's go slam 60s for the 3s. Let's see if we can actually get them through. Yeah, 43%. If I was to Valk a few, let's Valk 1 and see what it takes it up to. 44. Yeah, not worth Valking. It went, though. That's all that matters. The more I can get of these, the better. This is what's holding us back. This right here. This is the wall. Immovable object, move, immortal. Quick question. Is it normal that farming takes so long to level up? I know nothing about life skilling, only that plant and breed magical seeds for fruit. It takes ages to get EXP. I wouldn't say that it takes a long time to level up. It's what are you doing to physically get EXP? I'll quickly log over there real quick and talk to you about it so it'll make more sense. And then I'll pop back over here. But the way this is working is like this. When you're going for EXP, you have to look at two things. You can't go for complete quality over EXP. So you do have to find a midpoint here. One of the major things that it comes down to is how many plots do you actually have? So I have 8 of the pay to win ones because I could, and I have 2 of the ones they give you for free. Now you can see here I have all magical in my plots. Everything is magical inside the crops. Everything is magical. My farming level is Master 9. Farming does nothing relatively other than reduce the energy. You have 3 magical plants, so 6 crops. So that's where your mistake is right there. So if you're wanting EXP, you don't actually want magicals. You want to do as many breeds as possible and as many, when you come through, you want to kill as many pests and as many prunes as possible. Your EXP comes from the interaction. So you need to have actually special plants in there. You need to have the blue tier plants when doing, when you're wanting EXP. Where the EXP comes from, the difference is you have, comes from your, the blush leaf. Now, you're going to get a lot of these, so it's going to seem like you're doing really good, but then realize what it is next to other things. Take a note that this says that it is 20 of the byproducts equals 900 contribution and 30 farming EXP. Every other byproduct in the game except for fishing is 10. Fishing is 5. So in this case, you need to get double the amount of these to get what you get off of cooking and other things. So they're going to be giving you out a lot of these. So if you want EXP, you need to run your plots with specials and put all 10 crops in a plot. And then, of course, you need to have all your buffs, which I'm missing one now that I realize that. My neck is not on here. And I'd be willing to bet money. Yep. The neck is still on my whaler. So you want to get off of magical crops if you're trying to push EXP. Now, it comes down to this. What do you need the EXP for? Do you really want that medal? Are you really going to go after a guru guy who is running +5 clothes, a perfume of swiftness at all times? He's running a verdure drought at all times. He's probably got a cake buff sitting on his character. Most likely he's running the paid farmer suit. He's got 10 plots. All of them are min-maxed to the nth degree. and he's checking it every hour, do you really want to try to chase a medal to a guy like that? That is one of the few ones that just wanted to push to Master 1 to get the floor. Yeah. So if you're wanting just to get Master 1, then it really comes down to just opening up your contribution, get all 10 plots, and plant special crops in it. If you want to get a high efficiency one, I think a good one is special dry main grass. It is one of the faster ones to turn over. But you got to stay on top of your farming whenever you're wanting to push EXP. So just check in whenever it pops up that there's something to be pruned. You log over, you do a pruning session, and then you just keep rotating it. You keep breeding it, and you keep rotating. Eventually, you're going to have more seeds than you're going to know what to do with. But getting Master 1 isn't hard. The quest chain is annoying, so get ready for that. The quest chain is very, very annoying. Because the one part you're going to have to get is you're going to have to get a onion seed out of some random weeds. And that'll take you some energy to do. Alright, we were using 60s. I saw the mention in Discord. Is it finally confirmed? Yes. Much appreciated. Not a problem. Happy to help out. Good luck on leveling your farming, getting your master plots. Those are it's a big deal. The sign up is there. Just make sure you have the Minecraft role. The Minecraft role will take you down there. Flutter now has admin perms on the server so that she can help promote any streamers. If there's a streamer that needs the role, they'll be able to get the special role for this. So, and also just to help maintenance and keep up with the SMP stuff. So, we'll be here to help out and do what is needed for anyone. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. It was a long day yesterday. I was gonna mention it to you later, but then I just figured, you know what, let's just go ahead and bring it up now. Yeah, you now have a admin level role so that you can help promote, do stuff as you need. Because, I mean, it's gonna eventually be the hub for this, so... Alright, we only have 2, so we're not gonna go for it. Let's go for the +4s. You're our only hope. Nope. Not right now. And we're really close to the pity of that one, too, which is disgusting.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes. Alright. We burned that down a little bit, which is good. Alright. So now we can go over and do all of our farming stuff and things. Which we need to actually go take care of those plots. Y'all are going at it. Alright. Alright. We got nothing on you, so let's head over to you, and let's go work on our farm. I actually work on our farms. So, the only reason why I'm not saving the +4 for my, any +4s for my farmer is because there's no point in the EXP there between where I am at 3 until I hit 5. It's 5 or bust for me, so I don't really worry about it, so I just keep my +3 on there. Could be the one. I could go tap it up and it would go all the way to 5, but I'd rather not. We'll just keep crafting them until it goes. I think we're on 12 of 20, so I only need to make 8 more. That's the really dumb thing. We only need to make 8 more +4s. Alright. So, this whole side is going to be, actually gathered. That other side is bred. Alright, we got a mole event. I only saw one ping. Sad. And another one. Interesting. So they're spawning more often, but I don't think it was meant to spawn all of them. I think where we were getting 3-4 spawns last week was not intended. I wonder how rare this byproduct is. None. Alright. We still have 2 seeds? We do. Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and take these up as well. Yeah. Okay. We're going to actually go try gathering this later, and I'm going to see if I get the byproduct faster. While this is great and the material's good for certain things, this isn't exactly what I wanted out of this. Wait, that still hasn't grown? You've got to be kidding me. It needs 20 minutes, so this would take it down to, like, 18. 16. Alright, whatever. Alright. Soil. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to tick over, let's go ahead and let's do a test grind. Hey Siri, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Let's go over to my Odalita character. I do have one parked over there. We're going to try this rotation and see how this works. And see if we get any of this stuff while we're out grinding. Because I didn't get any of the rare procs, and I don't know how rare they really are. So we're going to go find that out real quick. I want to see what we get when gathering. And then we need to find the gatherer's clothes. which is on you. Who has the gathering clothes? There they are. Okay. So let's go here to the Kuno. Yay, game crash. Gotta love when this happens. Update details May 2nd. Oh. Nobody cares. Flutter will defend Flutter will defend the Mihoyo stuff to the ends of the earth. She is deeply, deeply, deeply involved in it. So, she has a greater understanding than we ever will, but we are going at it from a gacha game standpoint versus a just a game. We come from a very jaded past of gacha games, where our standards are significantly higher for what has to happen inside of those. She takes it for what it actually is, a game. We look at it as, we're going to be going after all the Giga Gacha stuff. But do you do it online, Flutter? Are you well versed in the art of the sword online? Still waiting for a floor level MMO. Just saying. Okay, so we need to grab the bag, the gatherer clothes, and the accessories. And let's see what we can come up with over here. Alright, we're gonna grab the best in slot gathering. Put on the mastery here. Twofold with Hoyo. Stingy as hell, and the worst community in any gacha doesn't stop me from playing them. But the real issue. What's the real issue? I could see that. Alright, come over here, turn that on, seafood, gather that, and... Alright, so... Let's see what we get here. That's fair. Interesting. Excluding the Chinese community for the sake of fairness, because the community of any gacha game is mentally ill. I mean, we are gambling for pixels, so yes. Okay, so this seems to be a pretty rare... I need to double check now to actually see if it can be gotten through farming. Need you create a macro macro to skip faster? That's nuts. Imagine. Dear Lord, this byproduct is super. Oh, it's Moonstone. Okay. Grab this. Oh, jeez. That is definitely some sauce. Okay. Dang. Okay, so there's the essence. Whoop. That's what we were looking for. Less is more. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, this isn't horrible. Because it's completely in a safe zone, so it's not like I can really complain. But I can see a big issue already. those seeds are absolutely abysmal.
Not even the legendary horses of
If you look at the ancient knowledge here, it makes you think that Comma Sylvia is like a big fish in a little pond.
Alright, you won't let me sell that crap here.
We must remember that Odraxia bloomed
Okay,
upon
you're the
all of
church, but
Alchemy.
you won't let me sell that. So who's up here is the furthest, quickest thing that I can sell to? I guess I gotta go all the way down here to the stable keeper? That sucks.
Leave your horse to me. I've always treated them well.
And you have to sell them one by one. That's so garbage. Like 2 good procs on that, and that thing is got your inventory filled up. That's really annoying. I don't know about this gathering. It makes good money when you make the stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be having to deal with seeds on this character. Or until they make seeds stackable. I don't know if this is a... if this will end up being a grind I end up doing. Because that's a pretty big no-go for me. Okay, these are still on cooldown. I think I was over here. But even with all that selling and running, I still haven't brought them off cooldown. Okay, so we were over in here. We'll try a few more, because I want to see a proc drop on this. Make sure that I actually have the mini game on. It is 1700 mastery. Yeah, the key is discussion is to not get tribalistic about it. All has its flaws. Like, I love Nikkei, but still blast it to shreds when they make stuff you disagree with. Yeah. Okay, so that was for the what should be the crop. Yeah, see, I don't want to be getting the seeds. So I may end up moving her. Because this is pretty crap. Alright, there's some essence. But I still haven't popped a minigame on this. I believe it shares the same system as Genshin, and if you want the numbers, it's in my Is Nikkei Pay to Win video. Which I think is roughly $400 for the unit one time. Or $300 for the unit one time. Or it might have been lower because of the, because it does have the weapon, but if you combine them together, it's quite expensive. And then it... If you talk about max coring one, that raises that up even further. Alright, so even with all of that, it's... Like I said, I had the numbers written down from the Genshin one. So yeah, I'd have to server hop to do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to say no to this grind. As much as I like the money, because this is one of the most expensive grinds per hour. This makes more nearly than grinding. I don't want to deal with the seeds. These are OP, but not that OP. Not having to deal with seeds OP.
Leave your horse to me.
Alright. Yeah, this one's a no-go. I'm gonna say no to this one. Alright, so we're gonna move her somewhere else at some point. I thought this would be a good energy burner, but not to deal with seeds. This, if you're gonna come do this, you needed a character with you're gonna have to come do this with a character with full inventory, not a basic character. Alright, and then storage down here. USD? Like I said, I wrote the numbers down for what it was because I got in the game because I was trying to actually get a hold of you that day to get the numbers, then I ended up just downloading the game myself and pulled all the crap out of it. But I had all the pity systems and what was 50-50, where it was that. And...
We had to leave everything behind.
Let's go ahead and go to Serendia, Glish. We'll pop these in there because that's what we're after at some point. Why I had to apply my degree once in a game to evaluate the actual odds. But hard pity was 180. That sounds about right, from what I remember. All right, so unfortunately, I don't even have the spreadsheet. Or did I write it down? I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I made that video. Hold on. I'm going to search my Google Docs. Maybe it is right here. And I'm just a derpin'. Because I think it was a spreadsheet. Yeah, here's a thing called pay to win. So let's see if this is it. Okay, so this is not what we wanted. Napkin math gives you 4,440 USD or so for hard pity, assuming 6,480 jade is 100 USD. That sounds about right. Like I said, I don't know where this sheet is in here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have it. Not here. Wait, hold on. Nikkei pay to win. I may have just found it. Okay, so it said right here it costs to fully C6 a unit. Let's see here. It costs 28,800 primo gems, which is $361. To C6 a unit is 2,145, assuming you have absolutely the worst luck and have to hit hard pity every time. Ugh. It actually is one of the cheaper ones, by the way. Nikkei to hard pity is 494, counting all the straight buying out. For Mystics on 7 Deadly Sins, it was $749. Don Machi on any banner was over $700 to do it. 7 Deadly Sins on festival banners was roughly $287 to hard pity. Nikkei was $494 if you didn't buy any packs, assuming you had bought them all out already and you were in between. To hard pity a unit for 60,000 gems would be $494.93. Yes. It was intentionally ignoring packs because that's what we were calculating all these off of, is somebody who's already blown through the packs on something else and they're in between. Yeah, it would be something you never did, but I actually had the numbers brought up in somewhere else that gave the cost of buying packs and all that stuff. Hold on. $345, I believe, is the actual. $354, I believe, is assuming monthly gym income, basic of arena, side story tickets a month, value in gyms. Let's see here. The free in-game after free monthly. Yeah, you would need to buy this round 1 and round 2 summoning bundles, and then it would be $354 after the monthly. Epic 7 is $759. Oh yes. For a Mystic unit in Epic 7, it is for a Mystic banner, it's $749. Here. We'll go through them one more time. This is again just straight pure gem value to gem value. No packs, no nothing. Goddess of Victory Nikke is $494.93 for 1 unit. On the absolute worst luck, if you're going to Core 7 a unit, it would cost you $6,339.20 to Core 7 a unit, assuming you actually hit the odds of never pulling the unit once, going for all 11 copies. Mathematically impractical possible to do, but somebody out there would actually do that. But if it was, there it is. Yes, that's what that means, but it'd be $6,000 just to throw it out there. Epic 7 for Mystics would require 10,050 Mystics to pity the unit. It would cost you $749.90 with all their ticket bundles to hit that number. Danmachi, which was what I was playing at the time, this was comically stupid. Running a banner every 2 weeks, every banner unit would have cost you over $680, and you couldn't actually guarantee the pity in that one. 7 Deadly Sins is 900 gems per pity, which is $287.95 for the 1 unit. And then it is to 6.6 the unit. It is with all their with all the stuff that they have to buy, would cost you $1,727.70 to max that unit. FGO St. Quartz is $999. It would cost you $479.94 to pity the unit in FGO. And then Genshin is 28,800 Primo Gems for the pity, which is $361 to pity 1 unit. And then if you're going to C6 the unit, it would be $2,145. If you, again, have to hit... pity. And that's not including going for the weapons. That's just the unit. So... 1.7 odds to not get the rate up unit before pity on a regular banner, 13% on a pilgrim. I completely can believe that. So yeah. Those were good times. That was a lot of math. My brain hurt that day. My brain literally hurt that day. True. Nikke does not have a hard, soft pity. It's either it goes or it doesn't. Which, thankfully, I, with the scraps that I had, I was able to nearly MLB without... I got 2 of 3 stars, so all I had to do is spend 200 tickets. But now it's time to save for the next anniversary, because screw the limiteds. I will never pull for another... summer unit, nor will I pull for another collab unit. Next unit coming up will get next unit that comes out will be the 2-year anniversary unit. And we'll go for that. You have so many tickets. Oh, I would imagine. From how hard you've degenerately pulled on some stuff, I would imagine. $700 gold. 700 gold, 1,300 black tickets. Yeah, you could MLB several of the black ticket units. Finally awake? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Get theoretically also solve it with Markov chains. But Monte Carlo is just faster. That's fair. Yeah, I need more paprika because I gotta start making this. Flutter's only in a bad mood because you're poking her bear. She likes her MiHoYo games. Specifically Genshin and Star Rail. I'll go ahead and put 2 more of these down. All right. So now we're gonna go actually gather. I could see that. Why to and why not to defend? That is the question. That is thy question. Okay, so let's see here. Let's kick this over to Mastery Crystals. Go ahead and take off the combat. No. Star Rail is just another Chinese gacha game. They don't put sauce in the game. I mean, that sounds typical for any game at this point that they release. We're gonna nerf the plot. Yep. That's true. What they can and cannot say. In-game art or out-game art? That's what I need to know on that. Because that's what matters the most. In-game art or out-of-game art? What's that? I could click it for whatever reason. Whoops, I just put all that crap back in the bag. Alright, let me, I'll send it pure. There. I mean, it literally, I wouldn't call that sauce by any means. Yeah, I just looked at that one. Alright, luck. Gathering. That should be, Yawning Hedgehog, alright. We got that. Alright, we do have the riding crop on. Okay. We're gonna burn about half of our energy down here. And then we'll, That's not horrible. It wouldn't work in this game, unfortunately. You can't do raids with the way they set this up. Because there is no Holy Trinity here. In the real scheme of things, you couldn't do raids like that. Having dungeons in the... This is the thing. As a Korean-designed MMO, this is pretty par for the course on certain aspects. It's also a unique niche that has not really been explored by other games, so for them trying to go out to the others probably would have made it fail faster. Does it need more to do in terms of group content? Yes, but the issue came into how they just poorly designed the game. There is no official, like, at this point, the best thing you could do is take a Valk as a tank, the Shy as the healer, and then everything else is DPS. There is no way to, like, manage buff systems and stuff like that. It could have been a unique thing, like dodge more and self-healing more. But then that also breaks the PvE, or the PvP aspect of it, which was one-on-one encounters versus group stuff. Which would have made things very, very annoying. Unfortunately. So, because everything revolved around the siege-based content was the high end of the high end, the top of the top, the core mechanics of the game don't allow... There's a lot of penalties for things like... back in the day, you could ball up and hit protected area, and it'd be a 5-7 second buff of... literally, you won't probably die while standing in that bubble from the buff. It used to be one-on-ones were more engaging. Now it's just one knockdown and everybody blows up. Unfortunate reason I didn't stick to BDO was due to the RNG gear upgrades, the fact that farming stuff revolved around AoE killing for hours. I mean, that's fair, but it came down to the same thing. You go to WoW or you go to Elder Scrolls, guess what you had to do? If you wanted the best gear, you had to go grind that dungeon 150 times in a row. For me, in Elder Scrolls, to get the Valken Scoria helm that I needed, I had to run, I think it was 78... Cities of Ash in order to get the helmet that I needed, because I kept getting the wrong helm with the wrong upgrades. So in the end, you spend the same amount of time. It's just how does your brain process doing it? Do you want to circle grind or do you not want to circle grind? But I can tell you this, that they have gotten rid of the complete RNG enhancement thing to a point. Now there are hard pitties on everything because they're trying to sell this game in China, and China does not allow gambling. So this technically makes it not gambling because it is guaranteed. So they've changed that now with the Agris system. I don't know if you noticed it. Okay, so it still does that, but it's guaranteed now. So here, let me show you what I mean by this. So, I mean, no offense, it just means you're a pussy for this. I mean, coming from Lineage 2, I'm used to seeing things just go completely kaboom and never even keep it at all. Like, in Lineage, this would, if I was wanting to enhance this to pen, it would completely blow up. Hello there, how's it going? So here this is, right here, the Agris Essence. This now on everything will guarantee the enhancement. And here's what makes this even better than what it sounds like. So sure, it's 40 clicks for that thing to go pen, which is grotesquely expensive. But when it's done, that stack still remains if you ended up hitting that. So now you can go put the next item on it and potentially get it the next time over. Which could double the value of all that time you put into that one stack. If you get there. Probability of hitting that is a lot lower than what people make it out to be. But it's now there for the giga unlucky people. And you don't have to worry with downgrading because there are cronstones in the game and just cronstones stops things from downgrading. This needs 600. Be 1,500,000,000. You're free. All right, so cronstones right here prevent the downgrade. They've always been in the game. They've always been available. For me to buy out the rest of these, it would cost me 1,500,000,000 to if I just wanted to go quickly buy those to prevent the downgrade. The issue is I don't want to zero out my money, I don't think, right now. Hold on. I don't think this is going to give me what I think this is going to give me. Which is why I'm going over to the Guardian, and just in case, because this way she'll have an outfit. Enter, go over here, premium, pearl. Pull the box. Alright, okay, it should be there, so let's go to blacksmith.
This is steel made with
Extraction, outfit.
nothing on this.
No, where the heck did that box go?
Our village, only the descendants of Shere Khan can protect us.
Oh, there's the box. There we go.
It's a hell of a job to make steel that can pierce a dragon's scales.
Extract outfit. Can the bloom not be extracted?
Looks like you can call it a day. You're looking at them.
Or is it because it's not equipped yet? Cronstones or what?
This is steel made with Shere Khan blacksmithing. Other metals got nothing on this.
Okay, here it is. Not terribly hard. Okay, so I'll get 543 from this. Alright. I think I can swing on that.
Who protects our village? Only the descendants of Shere Khan can protect us.
Alright, so. Here you go. I'll do one enhancement right here, right now. Where is she? So we'll show you how the system works. Memory fragments will sit on the market. You can go up and buy them. Just, do you have the money to do it? You have to realize, people now can go grind over 1 billion silver an hour. Yeah. I've done that, but gone to guru fishing in 1 click. Those are pretty easy turn-ins to level your fishing with. I've literally seen people go, like, enormously high. Alright. Let's go over here. Let's get a nice little pretty view. Not that this matter. So we're gonna go grab the lance, the cronstones from you, the cronstones from you, and then oh, it'd be in Tarif. I'm about 90% sure. Storage. Where is it? Dia, Tarif. 1 click. All right. So, enhancement. We have the Cron Stones to use, so now the durability will not decrease. It will not go down. One of two things are going to happen. This is either going to go pin, or this is going to go to 6 clicks in. It's going to be one of the two. It's just like this. Come on, go. Just for chat. Pen. Nope, next time. So now, only 34 more times I need to do that in order to guarantee my enhancement. Did it downgrade? No. Did I just spend 3,000 Cronstones on it? Yeah. But that's just some costumes. So all I would need to do is come over here, go to the central market, and go pre-order, go grind for a little while, and then pop a, where are they? Pearl items. Come over here, find a set, over here, put a pre-order up. It kept getting bloated, but you also have to realize grind spots now make a ton of money. So if you come down to Ulakita, you can easily get like 1.5 bill an hour. You go over to Tungrad, you can make around 2 billion an hour. Down here at Olin's, you can make around 1.5 to 2 bill an hour. Any of the Tungrad or any of the Debo Rekka spots, you can actually make like 1.5 bill to the hour. Oh yeah, no, things have changed. Like, I can come over here to Gyphon Underground, this one right here, and I can pull a bill an hour just out of this spot. Like, for an old Sawsons player making like 40 and 50 mil an hour, yeah, no, it's not that bad. Like, things are way harder now. I'll give you an idea so that you can put this into perspective. So if we come over here to this armor right here, and this is for any of them, doesn't matter which one it is. But this piece of armor right here, any of the max level 5 Fallen God armors are going to roughly be 2 billion silver. Now, to put this in perspective, you need to understand that this right here is 1 in 1,000 clicks in that simulator, or in that Agris thing, to hit this enchantment. 1,000 clicks to get that enhancement guaranteed. You needed a star anise and water in the desert, tent for storms. Yep. That's 1 trillion silver. Did I say billion? I meant trillion. 1.7 trillion. Not billion. Yeah, it's trillion. And there are players, obviously, who have 1.7 trillion just waiting for somebody to actually list that. And it's for all of them. Same here. So all of these, actually this one might be more. Yeah. I agree. I being a player from that day, I would have laughed and said, you're crazy. But all 4 of the Fallen God pieces are that, and it's only going to get worse. But yeah, that's the point of what I say is, with all the special enhancements and stuff like that nowadays, it doesn't really matter. Getting geared up to far past what you ever thought now is way easier. I can beat your old gear score in 5 minutes. Just instantly playing the game now. Was soft capped something higher? It was probably, if you're playing during Sawsons, it wasn't 50, it was probably, my guess is going to be, you were probably around, 56, 55 was the hard cap. So it'd probably been like 52, 53. And then when Valencia released, I believe is when they made it 56 and higher, because that's when they started releasing the Awakenings. And really trying to screw up the game. I got my Maewa Awakening Spear and dip not locked after that, so accurate. So yeah, you made it to 56 and then you didn't continue on. I can now get 60, I can now get level 60 in less than 1 hour, if properly done. So, we can now get level 60 infinitely faster. Also, I mean, they're giving away free Black Stars just instantly. Just hit level 61, free Tet Black Star. So that weapon I just clicked, that's worth 10 billion silver, bang, instantly. You can't sell it, it's yours. It's permanently yours. Yeah, no, for real. That weapon I just clicked was my free Black Star. The whole reason I'm clicking it is so someday I can convert it and be able to sell it if I ever needed to. Because I already have the pen I already have the max level enhancement of that right there. To get to level 61 on a fresh tune, I would say to beat your old thing, you could probably do that in 1 day on a seasonal character. You could beat your original playstyle. Seasonal can, like, here, let me actually go over to my seasonal real quick and I'll show you her gear. Just to try her? Do it! No, I just remembered something about a particular mod that we were talking about. I sent it in a DM. Alright, just realized what we're missing at the sign shops, that when you set it up, we need to put in how many items the person is buying or selling in the chest. Purchase, activate the sign. You'll have to explain that to me, I think, again, and potentially just show me the chests. Right? Okay, so this can be achieved in less than a day. And this isn't even great gear, but this is infinitely better than where you were when you quit the game. This was near hard cap when you last played the game. Because actually getting full Tets back in the day was nothing achievable. But these pins here are basically Tet boss gear. So, in an hour or two, you could have... Well, I wouldn't say an hour or two. Especially on a brand new character, it would take you a lot longer. But I would say this, in your first week, you would far surpass wherever you were playing. And doing quest chains and stuff like that will give you infinite amounts of gear, and it's a completely different game. On Discords to tell me when world bosses were up. Yeah, now you can, they still have that on Garmoth, but now you can actually get notifications set for your boss timers. So you can actually get in-game notifications. Oh, and you can pick if you want more than one. So if you just want one, reminder, you can do that. If you want all three, you can do that. But yeah, having seasonal characters now is a lot easier. I can get a character from 1 to 60 in less than an hour. Or just right at an hour at Gyphon. Now me going to 66, on the other hand, is taking quite a long time. It takes me all night of dumbing training to get 1%. But I'm also 55 or 65, so you need to remember that, going to 66. But then you need to remember there's some asshats out there who actually have level 68. So, there are people out there who are, seriously, no life the EXP. Alright. So, let's get gathering. This is also another thing that makes a lot of money, is the Agris Fever. This thing doubles your trash loot. And this is the thing you can get in-game. It recharges up to 100,000 after you do a certain amount of quest stuff. And then you can spend this at Agris efficiency spots or gathering in doing certain tasks. And it will help increase your trash loot. Free to play in that aspect. I'll tell you this, and I will be 100% real with you. As somebody who's played both variations of BDO, I came from the days that you quite remember, and I still quite honestly live there in my mind. This is not the game you played back then. Is there still a lot of BS that you're going to absolutely hate? Probably. But is the game infinitely better than what it was when you last played it? 100%. If anything, they've removed a lot of the incentives of the open world PvP with the Marnie realms, with multiple servers, the faster cooldowns. You're not going to get into nearly the toxic thing. Now, I will tell you this as a warning. So do keep this in mind when considering where you're going to play at. I know you are going to most likely want to play on EU. Which is fine. Just know that EU has a very specific issue of they don't have people who spend as much on their server, so they don't get costumes listed nearly as much. If you want the faster progression and just play to progress and chill out, playing on NA is far better of a deal. So, that's one of the big complaints you'll hear just about every EU player talk about is how NA has all the people who spend money on it. And how we can get costumes so much easier. So, which is how you ultimately upgrade your gear is through costumes. So, if you want to just play like kind of what I'm doing, going around, experiencing the world, you don't need to have perfect ping for that. If you want to go around, grind, do some life skilling stuff, you can do that on either server just fine. Attempting to go for maximum build, NA will probably be easier. But, the biggest but about this is, with the issue of us being able to buy costumes easier, also means that certain things we have a lot harder time getting a hold of. Our markets are far harder to buy items on than EU. There's items sitting on EU we cannot fathom about. And I love screwing with the people over on EU when I show them some of the pre-orders for our stuff and they're like, wait, whoa. You're able to make that much money selling this item? Well, there's like 8 sitting at like half the price. It's the cost of doing business on a different server. So, there are pros and cons to each one. The items may sit there It's where do you want to it's where do you want to invest the time in? So, you know, ultimately, you may want to have the faster ping to the server connection. And I get that. They're also working on trying to reduce the fact about frame issues, where a lot of people used to complain in the days about having, you know, horrible frame rates, causing causing DPS to shrink, which is true. That very much is a thing, but they're removing the, a lot of the hits on skills to cut that down. So that now it will become less about the amount of frames you have and more about the, yes. It's definitely run better. Is it still the most optimized game in the world? No. It still has its flaws in that aspect. There's some things you'll never be able to out-optimize, but I'm running a 3080 right now, and I'm running it at stun, getting 60 frames a second. I just personally choose to not use remastered mode. Like here, I'll put it in it. It doesn't bother me. I just don't like this. I don't like this look. So, I don't play in remastered that often. I know some people absolutely love and adore this mode. But for me, it's just not something I've ever... Because again, I played so long on the original version, I can't stand this crap. For people who did play on it, and it also reminds me of console every time I see this. Because console forced you to use this game mode. So this is remastered mode. Everything looks way more shiny here. And that's literally something they intended to do. But the big thing you'll notice is the particle effects look way better because of the engine it gives them to have to do them. You know, there's a lot more to it that you're going to see here that you won't see in the other one. But because I'm so used to the original look, I can't stand playing in this game mode. Or in this aspect of it. It's great for screenshots. Like, here, I'll show you this. This is great. So if we go over back to my shootout armor real quick. It's great for seeing, like, reflections and stuff. Like, this looks awesome. Don't get me wrong. If I wanted a screenshot, this is where you'd want to go. I mean, this looks cool. Having the lens flares and stuff like that. But, to me, not for anything outside that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that this added. But this isn't what I would go chasing after to play the game. Just because I grew up for so long playing on the old version. That this looks aesthetically right to me now, which is just ultra high. Or very high. Is it the most optimized settings? No. Does the other one probably run better? Yeah. But I couldn't stand console. It's one of the main visual looks of console I couldn't get past. And I tried. I tried and I tried and I tried. I kept wishing they would give us the ability to turn remastered mode off. And that would also have solved a lot of the console issues. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. It's temp buff. I completely forgot. Whoops, wrong 10 buff. There we go. 4 hours. So, like, you can see that the particles aren't quite as crazy as remastered. Like, they're still there, but they don't have the same feeling. Not yet. I hadn't been there yet. I was actually hoping to go run that rotation here in just a little while. I would like to try to get some of this energy burnt off the Valkyrie that's not just being wasted into nodes. I don't plan on burning all of it, but I wanted to try to get, like, down below 300. Because today I don't really have the time to go, no, it's impossible, but it would be amazing to pick and choose between remastered and OG. Which parts to keep and change. Yeah, that would made it a little too complex. But remastered, if I understood correctly, changes a lot of the core way the game gets rendered up, which is why it looks so drastically different. Honestly, if remastered mode, I would say this. If remastered mode would get a actual, DLSS 3.0 upgrade to it, I would probably use it. I'm not even joking. As much as I despise it, if you were to tell me I could get DLSS 3.0, I would do it. And then I could run the game at 4K 60 frames a second easily on the absolute most grotesque settings this game could optimize and put out. Mm-hmm. I would run it at that point. Nice, we love the Scorpion proc. So, like, I'll give you an example here, because this probably you probably don't realize this one. Hey Siri, set timer for 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Starting now.
What if I told you gathering could probably make you around 750 mil to 900 mil an hour? On the low end. What if I told you hunting could probably make you 2 billion silver an hour? Does that show you quite how much the game's changed since you last played? In just that aspect? It's kind of crazy in the grand scheme. And I mean, I just play BDO at this point because it is an endless thing for me to do. I don't have to worry about stuff. I've come back to enjoy it. A lot of the changes changed some of my despise for the game. One of the biggest ones that we had was the life skill merger. This was a monstrous change. The fact that now all my life skills are on all my characters. I don't feel bad that I had a whatever trade over here. I had a gathering whatever here, processing over here. All my characters. This solved one of my biggest issues is I couldn't play... I couldn't, if I wanted to process on my Valk, I couldn't. Well, I could, but I couldn't. Because of, let's say, I didn't have the weight, or I didn't have the processing level, or let's say I wanted to cook. I had to go over to another character to do that. Which was great, because it saved my buffs, but when I was not doing anything on her, I couldn't, because the cooking level was on the other character. Well, now that they all share the same skills, I feel like I'm progressively working towards something always. When I'm now out gathering on any character. Like, something that changed for me is, like, Sailies, doing our sailing daily stuff. I now have a character sitting in Port Etheria just to collect 3 of the daily sailing quests we do. If I was doing that originally, she would have been getting the sailing level. Which would have sucked because that would have been progressing my main sailor. But now that they're shared, it doesn't matter. She can sit there and collect those all day long. And I'm still progressing my sailing level. So things like that makes for some really nice quality of life changes that I would have loved to have had 6 years ago. I probably would have been stupidly deep into life skills if far beyond what I am now, if it would have been like that when I started. Thinking of Faru, just, yep. Appeared. So, I won't tell you that the game doesn't still have a lot of its flaws that you probably remember. But is it technically easier to get to? Yes. At this point, it is better for you to just go deal with some of the smaller BS enhancement stuff, get the gear, grind through some of these spots, and buy the gear that you need to go grind the higher end spots. If you really need your name on it, and I mean really need your name on it, go enhance it. If not, you are probably better off just outright going over and buying the gear. Cheaper and probably faster. You could be beyond me by just buying gear. And I'm not gonna lie. I won't hide it. I bought gear. I don't even know where my gear is. Oh! I know where my gear is. We'll end stream doing that. I have several pieces that don't have my name on it. Like, for instance, this actually has my name on it because of the J Hammer event thing that they gave out. But I own several pin accessories that don't have my name on it because I just bought them. It was theoretically cheaper for me to do it. But on the other hand, I have this one because I made this through Gentina. You get guaranteed 2 free pin accessories just doing this. So the average player comes through, smashes out 2 pin rings, boom, done. Don't do narcs and don't do tongue grad earrings. The only reason I did this is because for me making a narc is because I'm a Kamasilvian, like, gremlin. I live in Kamasilv. So getting narcs was a good investment damage for me because it was cheaper for me to just outright buy the pen ring than to buy the pen narc. So I bought the pen crescent ring, and I just I made my Gentina a narc because it was cheaper. So there's a lot of different quality of life things. You'll have more pen boss gear in your first month of playing. Narcs are the best, said the guy with pen tongue grad. That's right. I forget you're running the tongue grads. Actually, I'm curious, Drum. Are you hanging on to tongue grads because you're thinking about the set changes coming with it? Or is it just a raw AP for bracket thing? Also, hello there. Raw AP, plan to hit Pen Ruins. Okay. That makes sense. I always wanted the ruins for my Valk, but honestly, with me not PvPing, that 200 HP doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Have I said how much I love when the minigame procs on a Scorpion? So, what I'm working on is we're making King of the Jungle Hamburg for my Imperial crates to make an extra like 250 million a day. But while we're gathering, we're not just making 250 mil. We're making a lot of money on the side due to getting sharps and black gem fragments. So we can convert this into a much higher currency. Plus, we're getting traces and fruits, which go into alchemy. I'm gathering woods for trade crates, so there's a lot of value. There's a lot of value in everything we're doing here gathering. On special topaz. Oh, you're making the rings. You're making the topaz stuff. Okay. You're making the earring. You're disgusting. I really hope she's sitting right here. If not, I'm really screwed. Because I'm trying to buy a couple workers. Yeah, no, I get that. Now I 21 DP earring. I would never want to PvP your shy. I'm just saying that. Okay, perfect. She is on top of him.
Don't tell me looking for a worker. Have you registered at the government office? Buy me a drink and I'll...
That guy had severe brain damage. I'm not gonna lie. He had severe brain damage. That hash brown that was fighting you could not figure it out. He's like, bro, just die. Just die. And then you're just like, no.
I'll be carrying out an impromptu inspection. Everything out of your pockets. Now!
We might actually have to go grind for money. There's another worker that's about to be posted in just a minute. I'm going to hang out here for just a minute because there's another one that I really want. And I think what we're going to do is we'll do one more lap around for snake meat, and then I'm going to log over, and I want to go try I'm going to go try the new lion meat rotation. These are tempting to go send out. But I don't want to spend all the money when I know... Neither one of them have farm knowledge. It wasn't too long after we started it. That's why I want to hang out here. Especially with these guys still sitting here. Alright, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Alright, yeah. Somebody bought one. Somebody bought the other. All right, we're waiting for a few more minutes. I know it was like a good 2-3 minutes later, but I just... There we go. We got him. There might be one more. Give it just a second. Because he wasn't too far behind that other one. Give it like one more minute. All right, I don't think I got that one. I think that one might have got sniped from me. I swore that 2 of those guys got listed almost back to back. Go just a little bit longer. All right, we'll call that as a win. All right, so worker exchange, register. Now, if this guy's level 40... No, he's level 36. Okay, Alright, let's look at Devil real quick. Alright, we're gonna take you off the excavation. You're gonna get renamed. Alright. And then you're going to be 2. And then you're going to be 3. You, my little dude, are about to get... You are about to get yeeted, my dude. Worker exchange, register, send you. Let him go. I don't really care. I'd rather have the worker space. Alright, so now we want to send you... because you're faster up here. for the moment. Correct? Yes. Alright, so you'll work on that. Let's do that. Get them working. Not that that's the most efficient use for them right now or my contribution. That's more of a necessity to level them up. Open storage. I want to make sure that Debble has... So we need to get this out, that out, that out, and take these out. They don't need to be sitting up here. All that can stay up here, but this needs to go into a junk storage for right now, so we're going to put this in Kepler. And then, you know what? See, somebody's unloading some right now. Artisan's up there. But I think I have enough for right now. Hey Siri, set timer for 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Starting now.
Let me just make sure I've got my bases covered. Alright, I've got the cedar there that I want. I've got the 2 up there that are going to be running on that. So that's 2. We want, no. Pine timber could be an idea here. We have Trace of Nature down here, which would be ideal. So we would want 1 more for that, but we have the worker there. Pine timber down there. Wildberry, persimmon. Trace of Nature and Mysterious Powder. Okay, so there's a trace there. So, but that would require having to have Nampo lift. Nampo would have to be delivering somewhere else for me to do that. So we're looking at potentially 1 right there. Two potentially there. Three there, but this would require having to link this up if I want to send it up to this storage. Or I would have to send this worker's stuff back somewhere over on the mainland. So I would need a place to pop the mysterious powder. Or we go ahead and we spend the, what, 1? Hold on. So it'd be a 2 contribution point link here, would give me access to the full thing to send back to the mainland. So this sounds like some like high level, node level crap we'll have to do once we get out of building our boat. As soon as I can get out of that 15 there, we can start working on min-maxing our nodes a little bit better. I pulled out of this, but it's in a crate right now.
I'll be carrying out your toll fees. Don't tell me you
Just so
don't
curious,
do
did
a
one
lot
get
of
thrown back up in
farming.
here? Okay. Well, we made a gain. We got one of them. We got what we needed, realistically. Alright, so let's go burn a few more energy, then we're gonna take a look at that, and then we're going to end with the Mystic, doing the Mystic Succession quest real quick. So that I can move her back down to hunting, because she's no longer there. So I need to move Kuno somewhere else. That's a bad spot for her. I've got Hash Brown in Valia. currently. We might want to move the hash brown out to the desert. And let him go gather rocks out there. Maybe something we consider. Although, all he would need to be doing is gathering ash for me. Ash sap for me. Which is great for a low-level, no-inventory character, gathering one simple item. Honestly, the desert kind of needs some developed characters. I'm not gonna lie. Because if I'm doing rocks, not only do I have to be able to kill them, kill the scorpions out there, I need inventory space to handle all of the proc items there without having to physically run it back and forth every time. Something to think about. We're at 400 to 500. Okay, we'll go around one more time. And then, we'll get off the Valk. Yay, Scorpion proc! Ooh, 222. Max. So good. Oh, and another one. Bless you, game. You're the best game ever. Just keep giving me scorpion procs. Gargle my mouth. Get that, you know. Those words should never come out about this game, and no. I'll never be able to actually tell somebody that. Ever. You couldn't pay me to tell me this is, go tell people this is the actual best game ever. Probably one of the reasons why I'll never be a Black Desert partner, because I won't suck it to them. I'll be like, this is garbage. Fix this. You want me to not talk negatively about your game? Okay. Well, guess I failed the mission. Want me to point out what needs to be changed? Here you go! Here's what you're doing wrong. Like, I gotta write up, when I get some free time, I do have two things that I want to write up about. One's gonna be the buff bar, and the other one's gonna be seeds. So, I've got a way to fix the buff bar issue, and I've got a way to fix the seed issue. Off for the day. Best of luck with the grind. Thanks, man. Take care. Enjoy. We'll see you later. Good luck on your day, evening, afternoon, morning. Well, it's evening or afternoon for you. So, good luck. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Whoops. That was an excessive skill. They're very much dead. I was just trying to Celestial Spear the other two, not do what I just did. But whatever. It's done. You know, I may actually upgrade this to start taking cedar and fir in the area. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the other two. We already spent a lot on workers today, and I would like to save some money for tent buffing and doing other stuff, because I do need to grind for money at one point or another. Or I just need to break down and sell some stones. Sure as heck can't make money with my whaling crap. It's the sad reality with that. Only thing I can make money off of is the sharps and the gem fragments. Everything else is gonna take a while. Alright. So I said we were gonna go over and test the it wasn't. That was a pretty it was a pretty interesting one. We didn't get that many whales either. I only ended up with like 18 oils for the full run. Where the heck's the other artifact? Oh, it's still on. Dirt. And now this new window kind of sucks too. I'm about like 80% sure I'm going to miss whales today. Alright, so we have that, we have the bag. Let's log over and go try out this other rotation. So it's on the witch. Let me get the screenshot from Ragnasaurus. There you are. Move this over here. We're gonna go give this a shot. Okay, grab the bag. Grab that bag. Quape. Oops, don't need you. How's your day going today, 6-0? Chilling out, having fun? All right. So we gotta head over here. You know what? Have a little bit of this. Slow at work, but tomorrow I'm gonna work from home. Nice. We're just not gonna just pass up lions, cause, you know, they're just here. What a fool would I be to just turn down lion meat? And you know, the thing is, yes, the answer is yes, you can have too much lion meat. There is that answer. But you know what? I'd rather have too much than never being able to do a single turn. Is Flutter still here? Maybe. We'll try. Hello there, how's it going? Yo, hey, you! What do you think you're doing? Get off of him. You little brat. Night. Alright, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Get some rest. You overslept a little bit? Do you feel better? I see. Okay. I believe I know what this says. Scorpion! Gimme. Okay, so I just killed the scorpion that's there. There's a pack supposedly right here on top of this node. Yep, alright, so here's the node. Can I just chain lightning these guys? Yeah, but not at an effective rate. Then you got Alpha Boy over here. Zip. Alright. Now we go... There's one lion up over here. I think I know why it's telling me to go the other way. Because it should be downhill rocks, I believe is what this is. Okay, so here's the one lion. Alright, so just up here, there would be a pack. This chunga, I think, over here. No Shadow Lions? So this is a different thing, Chloe. So This is to literally just burn energy. Is the reason why she's out here. Just to also get an influx of materials. Alright, and then from here, we head, like, out over here. Over here. Yeah, because I see my camel over there. All right. So the idea here, Chloe, is that I've got this character permanently just sat out here, so whenever she has energy, this will be one of her gatherings. And it helps cut down on the, just the sheer volume I need. So let's see here. Falcon1910, thank you for joining our quest. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I believe Streamlabs bot is out of the chat, so we need to probably go tell him to come join again because he likes to leave and never come back. All right, so if the camel is here, where I'm roughly at, let's channel hop. And we'll try this. Change servers, go to home server in case somebody is here. This is why I try to tell Zoo and, you know, Hellcrest, don't actually live on your home channels, live off your home channels and use them as your channel hopping. Yes. Super fast, straight butchering, Agris burning, gathering is what it's here for. I would say, hey, let me go show you the Shadow Lion thing real quick, but I don't have my character there. We're about to go do her Awakening quest. Or not her Awakening, but the Succession quest, because I saw the reason why I needed it. So, so what I've done is I've got characters positioned all over the world. Yeah, no, I was there yesterday, but I was just saying as far as, like, the reason why I was going to show the material difference per gather versus, like, I get a lot more stuff there, but I'm getting a lot more meat doing just this. Okay, so we're here. I don't think I have any others left. I don't see any carcasses. And then it's going to be over here to this pack. Alright, then we're gonna go kill the... We skipped the scorpion, which sucks, but whatever. Alright, and then we're gonna go up over here. Right, no. Where is it? Elephants. So he's lower. He's over here. There he is. Here's the lone lion. Yep, that's where we're at there. And then lions over here. Not too shabby. Because this is the physical node point. The king's over here. Alright, now we head back towards the... Okay, if they're up, I can probably do this. I just need to get the positioning of where the big guy, the single big guy is up over, or that, getting to that pack to the big guy is all I gotta clean up. Which they should be right up through this tree over here. Yep. Yeah, I can just live right here. And honestly, being up here near Oddcado Coast means I'm real close to the city. And wait, isn't that villa right up here? Yeah, the villa's right there. I mean, you'd need a villa invitation to actually get in, but... Okay, and then we're going... back towards the node, so... Where does it cut? Iron. Okay, so here, okay, so that's where it is. He's between the rocks over here. I got it. So here's the one lion, and then back down to the pack at the node. Okay. Well, come on. Cool. Easy peasy. Get out of here. You remember when you used to get spam multiple magic arrow indefinitely? Like you could just used to sit here and just rip it skill, 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 skill. Yeah, we can't do that anymore. That's why we're not allowed to have nice things. Oh, here's the scorpion. Bro, you're way out here. You are way out there. All right, cool. We will leave that here for you. All right. So now we're going to finish off today with the Mystic doing the... the Mystic doing the Suck quest real quick. Because this showed up during Wales right at Wales, so I didn't get a chance to do it to move her back. And by the time Wales were done, I just said, screwed, I'm going to go finish working on stuff before bed. All right. Come grab you. I don't think I have a shark suit for you. No, but I do have the bikini, which you do have. So this is better than what it could have been. But yeah, we're going to this. Go ahead and turn Agris off. From what I can tell, no. It doesn't seem like something I want to spend a lot of time trying to beat. And I want to see what the challenge rewards are locked behind, which will determine if I'll even put my efforts into that or if I just go back to Mog. I'm not nearly as excited to go like, hey, let's go play this game. Unlike Mog. Mog, I was like, I couldn't get enough of it. This one's like, it's okay. I'll play it for a little while. Then I'm like, I'm bored. That's how that one pretty much goes. I'm trying to remember what the dragon... Oh, I probably don't have it hotbarred. I think the dragon skill you had to do through your hotbar. Yes. It's even better than... So I'll show you what it is. Get out of this. All right, so succession. Oh, I got 1 minute. So what we're going to get access to is this passive right here, which is going to be damage and crit rate over here. So what we can do while we're waiting for this is finding our nearest abyssal well. I have to check. I can't remember, but I know that they said you wanted succession over, They said you wanted succession over it, and I wonder if it also has to do with one of the skills. Versus, where I have to switch to Awakening. I bet you there's a non-Awakening buff that... Yeah, right there. Prime, Amplify, Martial Spirit, AP, Attack Speed, Accuracy, and it's the 3-minute cooldown. That's why they want you to have succession, so that you don't have to swap to your Awakening back and forth between your matchlock. That's the other reason why. It's for that skill. So you get the AP and the attack speed. We should already have the so the accuracy's already in the main passive. I'd be willing to bet it's all right here, and this is going to be the extra damage. Okay, so it's off cooldown, so we should be able to switch over now. Succession. All right, so crit, 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 crit. So this is the crit rate, which I believe is 20 crit here, and this. Then we have AP, 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 AP. Okay, so that's what it is. So it's the crit rates over here, the extra APs over here, and then they're wanting you to have that skill right there. So this way you're only having to go in and out of your gauntlets. You're not having to switch into your Awakening, switch out, and then it makes this transition a lot easier between matchlock. Okay, so now we can go all into this, all into this. More attack speed, yes. I think after what happened, I don't think she gives a crap anymore. Him and his man-childness. Just in case. Just in case. Fair. You know, I think I should have most of the stuff to just deck this out. In case for whatever reason I need to take her somewhere else to kill stuff to gather. She has her thing. Yeah, okay, succession kit's decked out. Now we can just send it all into wait. There we go, that's not bad. Yes. That's definitely. Yep, I see why we do this now. All right. Still 1B. You're not wrong. 1B for 30 minutes of your time. Oh, it's the Ulakita one's actually the closer one. So maybe what we can do tomorrow, maybe tomorrow we end the stream with a 1 hour at Dark Seekers to see what all changed. See how much the 10% damage increase is gonna do for me in grinding here. Yeah, because your game's royally cucking you on being able to even stream BDO. Yeah. It's sad. Stupid anti-cheat is ruining it for you. Really? So everything else is just running it normally? Like it wasn't even there. Go figure. Alright, back to Odalita. Alright, we want to drop off over here. Yeah, this is where we leave our horse. All right, real quick, let's pull over the... you can boil eggs on the CPU, though? Jeez. That's gross. All right, let's grab that. Grab that. Grab this. Let's grab one of the matchlocks real quick. I want to see what this does in terms of improvement. Real quick. Yeah! So we can start getting the whitelist set up soon. Alright, go ahead and equip. That. Go ahead and turn that one on. Turn that one on. Go up here and grab one of these. Okay. So The game version will be the latest. No, it will not. It will not be latest. We'll have to get. You'll end up actually downloading the Forge launcher when it's said and done. Yeah, so as soon as we get all that stuff set up, we'll have access to that. Okay. Yep. Okay, I can get behind this. Bro, stop jumping backwards. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. I think a lot of people will enjoy coming up and doing that. It's like a walkie-talkie like thing. Okay, cool. So we have her ready to go whenever. I dig it. What do you mean? Yeah, Flutter's asking what do you mean? That means I really won't know what you mean. Alright, artifacts. Can take back the hunter set. SMP where people port to different houses they've saved. We won't have any teleporting. I mean, the only teleporting we have is by console commands. But we're not going to be using those once we set up the server. Unless, like, there's an issue that we have to go fix. No admin stuff. No admin. Now, I'm not gonna say that just might randomly not have a random block of, like, bedrock show up on your base somewhere. No, it's just proximity, from what I understand. Flutter can clarify it. But she got to the point where in render distance, she was right at the edge of what I could see her moving in and out of, and I couldn't hear her anymore at that point. Once she got in there, once she got to the point where I could kind of see her, the voice got louder as she got closer to me. You can hear them from anywhere. There you go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start riding you back to town. Yeah. And like I said, the idea is so that if you aren't in Discord chat and you want to say something really quick to somebody, you're able to. If you want to go hang out in Discord calls with people, you can do that. We've got several different chats created now. They don't mean like you can only use it in certain places. I just named it Aether, Overworld, Nether, and the End. And then there is one that is streamers only. And like I said, the people who will need to get that is anybody who is going to be streaming will need to talk to Flutter or I about it. So you can just do the Minecraft admin ping. And you should be able to get that content creator tag. Which will allow you to join that special thing. Streaming? Imagine. Right? Couldn't be me. I think it's the first box, but I mean, I need both because I'm going to be doing life skilling stuff, so let's just go ahead and grab both. Go ahead and equip all this stuff. But I've already given it to the ones that I know are streamers that are going to be streaming. Everybody else is going to have to ask for it. Or unless I just see somebody that I'm like, oh, yeah, you should have had this role already. All right. You're new here? You are not new. That does not work here. You've claimed the most unobtainiums out of anybody here. You hardly fall under the category of new. Alright, that wasn't a horrible run. Only 15. Only. Flutter, if you feel the need to, if you feel like it would be helpful for you, you can create a special, section on that Aether SMP if you want to create a whitelist, hidden list for that only you and I can see. You can, if you want to be putting people's names in there, you can do that, or we can just leave it there in the sign up. I don't think it will get crowded up in there. I'll try to keep deleting messages of people randomly talking from here on out so that it stays a list, but if you feel like we need just a personal private list, we can do that. I'm good with it either way. But yeah, Flutter is the newest admin of the server. Be careful, she has the power. She will not be afraid to use it, so. She will yeet y'all with the stick of yeet. Oh, the greatest thing I think I was ever introduced to yesterday. Oh, man. That was hilarious. A play Minecraft since playing Pixelmon on your laptop. Nice. You'll have fun. It's pretty chill. I'm expecting a lot of people to have a good experience doing it. First minute, yep. I believe it. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to, world edit. We're going to remove all the ores directly, 20 blocks from all of spawn, turn it all to bedrock so that you can't just instantly just straight down coming out of spawn. We're just going to instantly put a layer of bedrock. So you can't just, you hit one block down. Hey, wait, what's this grayish, blackish block that I can't break? Oh, that's bedrock. Why is this here? It's to prevent people from just like instantly hitting diamonds in the first 5 minutes of the SMP. Make you actually have to walk away from spawn. But, oh yeah. It's gonna be crazy. I need to check because I'm pretty sure I paid for the backups. We should be backing up every hour if I paid for it. If not, I'll add it on. Because the server should back up once an hour once it's actually going. Which will help protect our butts in case somebody does try to do it. Including more creative stuff than Bedrock? Oh, I can imagine. Interested to know how we're going to claim our spots. Is that going to be a thing? Or is it just gentleman's agreement? I think it's probably going to be gentleman's agreement, but I honestly think that, the world's... You have to realize how vast the world is. When you realize that because the world's infinitely generating, I don't think people are gonna be... Well, that's kind of part of the cool thing of it is the Nether. Once we get to the Nether, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that will allow that will allow people to be a lot closer than it will feel. How will you make it? Like every day with Zoo. We make it with and without Zoo. Home is where you make it. I don't know why I didn't turn that on. We would have been in Grana already. But right now, I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to stock up on materials as much as possible for the Minecraft splurge. So that I can process a lot of it. Home is where the heart belongs. Yep. We may end up going to Land of the or Mountain of Eternal Winter later and gathering wood on her. On the list for the main town, an actual fucking zoo. Okay. Right. If Mephisto ends up getting on it, those two are going to be right on top of her base all the time. But Flutter and I will be working on getting lists of stuff that we want together and done. Just saying. Listen, they're the simps. Just saying. saying.
Are you here to pick your item? Where did I store it?
Alright, I haven't done this in a while, and I'm curious to see what it is. 4,000 powder. Okay, that's, Flutter does coaching classes. I'm sure we can arrange that for a small fee. I'm sure that can be arranged. Flutter's like, wait, what? And literally, Flutter right now. Where is it?
Be true happiness?
Flutter right now.
Absolute perfection of hard working. This is Vi Pico.
You're welcome. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Zoo just being Zoo. Oh yeah, I forgot I had some other junk in here I wanted to place. Whatever that is. Your house is at 21,000 points. Nice. I mean, to be fair, if I went over and bought that house and loaded all my Pearl stuff in there, I could probably beat that. Because, you know, I don't mean to flex, but I'm going to kind of flex for a second. You got, let's see, where is it? Yeah, they're for, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I completely understand. Let's see here. Where are they? It's not under you. It's not under you. Yeah, here's some. So you got like a teapot set. You got a furniture set here, chandelier here. Then we just kind of keep scrolling. We got a fish tank here. We got some like Halloween crap here. And then got some stuff right here. Random 80 stack on you. Oh yeah, and then we have all this crap. Sets that still haven't been unpacked yet. If we wanted, we could go after it. Yep, back when we thought this crap actually mattered. But it doesn't. Oh yeah, I could imagine. Alright. Get that lion meat stash up. Yeah, there was some stuff, but they weren't that efficient for what you were doing. So it was one of those like catch-22s. You could totally put it on, but it doesn't multiply your points like you would want it to for the cost. All right. So if I converted the pickled vegetables, do I still have the original recipe for pickled vegetables? No, I just have the special. All right, I have to go get the original. It's 8 per. Okay, so let's change the calculator over real quick to 8 for the moment. Let's try, since the magic number seems to be around 5,000, we'll pop it up. 40,000 pickled 40,000 vegetables. Okay, it actually might be possible. 4,000 or 20,000 vinegar. Um, 10,000 leavening agent. And 10,000 sugar. Okay, so we can go higher than that. Let's go to 6,000. Be 48,000, so let's add in another 8. See if that can go up. Oh yeah, totally. 8,000 there. Another 4,000 vinegar. Another 2,000 leavening agent. 2,000. Leveling alchemy requires several different steps, and I'll walk you through it once I get started. Give me just a second. Okay, that's running. That's running. Okay. Pickle vegetables. And then we're gonna have 8, 4, 2, 2. Okay. So if we're looking at trying to level alchemy, you have to kind of look at it through steps. There's a few different steps that you want to use to get your alchemy brought up. You have your initial base starting phase of alchemy, which is your T0 alchemy mats. It is going through making a bunch of pure powder reagent and clear liquid reagent. Those are going to be used all over the place. Gonna go. Good rest of the stream night. All right, we'll see you later, Chloe. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make a crap ton of the clear liquid and pure powder reagents up to around artisan. Should give you enough to get started. Now, the more EXP buffs you use, you might need to work up more towards master, but getting up towards artisan is the ideal place. In the between, you want to be working on gathering a lot of bloods, and you're going to want to focus in on a few different ones. Going after, because you're going to be wanting to craft bloods for experience for quite a while. Clown's Blood is a pretty cheap one to make, but it requires clear liquid reagent. So that's having to go siphon off a lot of wolf blood or rhino blood if you're hunting. The next easiest one to get is Sinner's Blood, which is sheep and deer blood, which is also clear liquid reagent, but it requires Powder of Flame and Bloody Tree Knot. That is something to consider when leveling that. But between Sinner Blood and Clown Blood, you're going to be blasting through EXP there, crafting these up. The rest come down to having Traces of Nature in it, which is Tyrant's Blood, Wise Man Blood, and Legendary Beast Blood. These are trace locked, so you're not going to be crafting these as much. These are more crafted as needed. But Clown's Blood and Sinner's Blood can be rotated off pretty easily. So where I gather is wolves, and I gather lizards, or I gather sheep for bloods. There's a bazillion sheep up there, so even if I get a bad proc, it's whatever. I'm trying to just blast through energy up there anyway. So I'll gather off of that. If you actually look in my inventory in Glitch, you will see what I mean by this. We have 32,000 Sinner's Blood, 45,000 Clown's Blood. Now, because I did have a bunch of stuff, I was able to make Tyrant's Blood relatively easy. But I made this because I wanted to do a one-off run of this, so I had some. While it may not be as efficient, that is Traces of Savagery, but I crafted a specific amount to not have to craft it again. Now that Traces of Savagery is no longer a thing, Tyrant's Blood is not honestly that bad to craft, but it is kind of annoying to deal with. Weasel Blood, or the Legendary Beast Blood, requires lizards or cobras, roughly, whatever you're doing. But lizards, so you'd be going over towards Glitch to kill them. Weasels up by Olvia. You could do scorpions if you get any looted for Wise Man's Blood, but you're not going to craft those that often. Then once you're around the mid-master level, you know, you're probably like Master 10 off of Bloods, getting your blood supply stashed up. That's when you move into Tier 2 and Tier 3 Alchemy stuff. Tier 2 Alchemy is basically crafting your oils. And this is a pretty good EXP chunk, but you do need to be careful because you want to pace yourself on your bloods and your fruits of nature at this point, because you will blast through fruits very quickly, but it is good EXP. By doing this, you're probably going to push up into the 20s in Alchemy, depending on how much of this crap you're going to end up making, maybe up into 15, which now starts getting into where the alchemy where the process of alchemy comes into actual elixirs. Tier 3 Alchemy now from here on out is things that don't require oils. So Tier 3 Alchemy can be made with, it's going to require a sap collection and clear liquid and pure powder reagents. Also mushrooms will be used in this stage as well, so you'll need to have mushrooms by this point. Some of these elixirs are more experienced than the other, but the basics here is you're just trying to build your elixir stash up. Because the higher the mastery goes, it's more about the rare procs, but it's not about, unlike cooking where you get the chance to proc a bigger batch, you're not going to get, you're not going to be getting, the big proc of like crafting 80 in one click. You're not going to be doing that with alchemy here. So mastery doesn't necessarily do you as good here, so it's more about just crafting up your collection. Tier 4 alchemy, though, starts going up a little bit further than that. This is where you start getting into a lot of the major elixirs that you're used to seeing day to day. This is where the oils and all your mushroom collection, as well as your traces, start getting burned very quickly. Thankfully, most of this stuff won't require a ton of sap. It will require sap, but it won't be super heavy sap burning stuff. This will be where, in a balanced setting, you'll be able to go through, start getting a lot of EXP. The elixir that I ended up using to push Guru 1 was the Sky Elixir. But on NA, I had a specific time and a specific niche that I was able to take quite an advantage of. It was selling like hotcakes. So I was able to literally get going from Master 25 to Guru 1. I crafted nothing but Sky Elixirs. And I bought it all. Spent about 6 billion silver to make 9 when it was done. So I profited 3 billion by leveling to Guru, outside of the other materials and stuff I got when leveling up. I'm talking about physically just selling the Sky Elixirs alone. We spent 6, I made 3, total sell at the end was 9 bill. So I used skies to do this. But just cycling through your general elixir stash. Still working on that. Nice. Still working on getting through building up your elixir bases is going to take you a while. And then if you happen to be doing whales and you're ready for the final push of absolute insane EXP, if you have it, it's burning your Perfumes of Courage and running those off. They're 2,000 per click. There is not much more in the game that is better experience than the Perfumes of Courage. So if you have like the last Guru level, you're trying to get to that Guru, you're at Master 30 trying to push Guru and you've got a bunch of blue whale oils, blow them at the end on absolute yes buffs. Whatever you can put on it, get the maximum buffs, run that, and then just burn off something that's up in the 1800 experience, which is around Sky Elixirs. Just burn those till you hit Guru. Because it's per craft is where you get the EXP, not procs or anything like that. Oh yeah, you've got a lot of projects going on. I mean, this one's one of mine. I will be, because if we go look at my whale oils, right here, we're at 653. Before this buff ends on this EXP, I will probably go burn that 600 on a pretty stout buff rotation. It won't have, I will not do that on a cake buff, but I will do that with the 150. You will want nodes and to be farming, or else it gets quite expensive to level Alchemy. You will have to probably buy some stuff. So get ready to have some change on hand. There are things to buy and things not to buy. It's hard to say because I know you play EU, which makes this a little bit harder. But your markets are going to be different. An example here would be, like for say, well, if I could spell. Take Griffin Claws. On EU, I know these sit in the thousands most of the time. I could probably come through here, buy all of them up, spend about $1 bill, but now here's the question. Can I sell them off and make my money back? Somebody is really crunching some Griffin elixirs right now. If I was to get in there, I just need to make 374 blues to make my money back. Would I make that? Absolutely. But now the issue is how many butt munches are in here actually trying to make Griffin's elixirs? Because now that traces aren't a bottleneck, getting the traces of battle that were needed to make these originally, now you can just go spam it's the trace of nature, which makes this a lot more accessible to do. You just got to get the claw. And the claw is the only part of that that's expensive. This is actually classified as a tier 3. I classify this as a tier 3 alchemy mat, or alchemy potion, yet it's a guru crate. It's one of the most expensive potions. But it doesn't require oils. It only requires sinner's blood. So this is actually a tier 3 elixir in the way I've classified them, because it doesn't require an oil, where others require oils to do. So Something else to consider is if you are going to be going into it for just power leveling, you'll probably need to do Oil of Storms, which is the Sky Elixir. If you have a market that you can actually sell out on and sell your like high-end elixirs on, you probably need to work on crafting those, which means you'd have to be buying some specific niche stuff for that. But you can do most all of this on... you can do most all of this probably within a month or two if you pace yourself. Just remember, I had years of backup materials that I literally wasn't doing anything with, waiting for the day that I finally just sat down and put the money into it and pushed Guru Alchemy. It's actually more simple than cooking in a way, because cooking requires a lot of... If you're going to actually get into cooking for money, you have to really understand all the markets, where most people are going to go in and craft their elixir rotations and dip out. Alchemy is more complex in the sense of there's a lot of smaller cook-up materials because they are more universally used than cooking. Cooking has a lot of one-off ingredients. Like, just to make the King of the Jungle Hamburg, I have to make... To make King of the Jungle Hamburg, one meal, I have to make vinegar, fig pie, teff bread, grilled scorpions, pickled vegetables, freeka snake stew, red sauce, essence of liquor. Then I have to make date palm wine, fig pie, couscous, King of the Jungle Hamburg, and teff sandwiches. Then at that point, can I actually craft the Valencia meal, which is teff sandwiches, King of the Jungle Hamburg, couscous, fig pie, date palm wine. Yes, I did my Narc scrolls. And if you haven't, do your Narc scrolls, because those are worth absolute degenerate amount of money. If you can hit the whatchamacallits, Sturdy Forest Treads. Absolute monstrosity of money making. And if you're doing whaling and you have whale tendons just sitting around, it's free real estate. I don't know if I could pull myself to consistently grind it out. I would like to try a party of 5 killing a level 5 scroll to see how fast they drop. To see what would end up happening. So we have 5 people killing a level 5 Narc scroll. How quickly do we get the loot from that? That's one thing I would like to try once this buff event goes away. Because I would really like to look at converting voodoo dolls to money. Especially now that we know you can't leech them. You actually have to physically pitch in. I go into it with a bigger mentality. There's only 4,000 on the market, which is absolutely nuts. I mean, that's still, that 3,000 still more than I did, but even at 500 a pop, that's 100 scrolls. Can I make 300 million out of it? Yes. As long as I get the Sturdy Forest Treads, yes. In 300 million, I can do it. So what this tells me is, we would need to come up with a group. Six South says he's down. We need to set a standard of, we're going to burn X scrolls. We're going to spend X dollar, get X scrolls, or we're going to sit and kill all of them to see how fast this really is, to see if this is better than, for, like, this benefits whalers more than it benefits anyone, because right now, the whale tendons themselves don't, they have very little value right now, but they have a ton of value somewhere else in the sturdy whale tendon elixirs at 80 million a pop. So, we'll go check that out later. You're ready for your headphones and your mic to arrive? Yeah, you'll sound a lot better now. And hear a lot better, too. But that's going to be it for me today. I'm probably going to have to miss... unless Mephisto can do them early. Can reach out to the new guild. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys in there are whalers, so if anybody's wanting to do it, we'll need to come up with a number to sit down to not, like, what would it be? Maybe sit down and do 25 scrolls, so that would be 5 runs of 5, and see how long it takes us to kill them. And don't be on, like, nooblet gear, like, actually be on your good crap. And we'll do 25 actual scrolls one day, and we can see how much we make, or how... It's not even how much we make, because I don't care about the money at that point. It's about how fast can we clear the scroll. The scroll is the important part. Because I was clearing a normal scroll, in less than a minute. It was about 40 seconds on a bad run, 30 on a good run. I could blast through one of the voodoo scrolls. So, if 5 of us cannot kill that thing in... Because that's technically, we're getting... I think it would be 6 minutes is what I would say. If we cannot kill a level 5 boss in 6 minutes, and the loot isn't... And we're not looting everybody's... Get extra loot from, like, you know how, like, Peel of Phase, where you can get the chance to get, like, a memory fragment or 2 from everyone's scrolls? If we aren't getting the benefit of getting a little bit extra loot from everyone's scrolls, it may be faster just to run them on your own. It sucks because you have to kill 100 of them. But you actually hard loot the scroll in the combined thing. You've done it in a full group? Had 2 people with bad gear? I want to say under 2 minutes. If that's really the case, 6Sal, and we can get 5 people confirmed with good gear, and they're not on, like, their Tavala Timmy gear, that really gives me some high hopes at potentially being able to blast through a lot of scrolls. But you'd also have to have 5 people willing to make a financial investment into a much larger run. But everyone's going into it. It's just doing it longer than 30 minutes. Yeah, I get it. It kind of gets a little... Oh, God. It'll be interesting to see. So, like I said, we'll plan a time here soon, and we will take a shot at doing, like, 25 scrolls. Yeah. And then actually sit down and go, do a different run. So yeah, put out the feelers for it, 6Sal. Here's how we'll do it. It's gonna be 5 people with gear. Well, 3 people with gear you're looking for. They need to be geared. They need to have 25 physical voodoo scrolls. We're gonna do 5 each, and we're gonna see how quickly we kill those 5. Those 5 runs of 5. And I'm down. And then we'll set up something else another day to do a much bigger run. So I'll probably need to grind Gyphon at one point or another to get us some extra money so I can go throw down on some scrolls. I don't think I'm anywhere near being able to drop some crates just yet. Maybe after I do all the processing. I mean, actually, to be fair, y'all will get a kick out of this. Before we go, I'm working on it. We have 50,000 birch timber, so that's 5,000 Calpheon crates. Right there. I just gotta balance out the cedar and the fir, which I just bought out the fir market, or the cedar market, twice to do this. I'm about to hit the fir market pretty hard. Or I've been hitting the fir market pretty hard. But right there, if I could turn those 5 in... Where's my calculator? If I could turn those 5 in right now on trade... Let's see here. Calpheon crates... 5,000, let's say 100 is roughly what that would turn into. I could turn that into 3 billion like that. 3,500,000,000 if I could get that converted over. I just need to get the other timber. And I haven't spent $1 billion on that, by the way. Buying that cedar, I may have spent 400 million. So, I'm going to buy out the markets here soon, but I'm going to need money. We've been spending a little too much recently. But I did get my workers today. So, we are done up at Land of Boring Light. We are done. We've got our workers right now that we wanted. We got these two running. We got these two now running at all times. So I've got traces going there. I've got traces and pine up here. Traces and maple up here. I need to get these working stations converted up for hunting. But we're doing all right. We're making gains. We're making progress. No more rah hearts. I'm gonna stop buying those right now. I've already bought 2. We're gonna wait. We're gonna need to get, like I said, I'm gonna try to get over on this Valencia meal thing soon, so I can turn those in for maximum profit. Maybe buy 1 more day worth of crates just to get me through this. I might just craft them later. I need to sit and think about this. Because Valencia meals are something I like to sit and craft under an EXP buff. And a good one at that, because it's the best cooking EXP. But keep in mind, even when I'm up here at Guru 38, this ain't gonna move me far at a Giga buff. But I'd like to try to figure out what it would take me to cook 1 hour. So I need to do some, I need to figure out to see if I can cook for 1 hour under the buff completely. And how many Valencia meals would that take? How long would it take me to get that, if it's possible, while we have the cooking buff here? Because I will actually run the 5-hour cooking thing, which would let me cook them at 1 second, which would be insane. So, anyway, let's go shut X and YouTube down, and then we're going to go over and raid somebody here on Twitch. So, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back. Oh my god! I just saw a dinosaur in my followers. Holy crap, there's a dinosaur actually streaming right now. I'm not gonna raid him, but oh my god. Talk about a dinosaur. I hadn't seen him in a hot minute. Yeah, we'll find somebody here to raid in just a second. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Around 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours ago your time, we'll be continuing on the grind. I'm not actually sure exactly what we're going to be doing. I will figure that out tonight. Because we got a lot of different things going on here that we want to get covered and taken care of. So, let's go ahead and shut X and YouTube down real quick. So there is X and